Hi, welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be doing a combination video of what I sold this weekend and what I found this weekend. So, been boot sailing, boot sales are back on, back full time, so I'm officially full time. Check my last video. And so I've been boot sailing twice this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Got a lot of stuff, good like 50-60 items, which should see me through for this week, but I'll do some try something as well because I'm going to try to boost my stock up to around 1,000 pieces. So yeah, we'll go through what I sold first and then what I found. What I sold this week. So if you saw my videos during lockdown, you would have seen business was booming. I was probably selling about 1.5, if not double what I normally sell. You know, like a standard period during lockdown. No one was spending money on, you know, nights out and things. So everyone was just saving up money if they were lucky enough to be furloughed. And they had nothing to do except browse online. So everyone was buying online a shitload during lockdown, so business was doing really well. Couldn't keep enough stock in, and then shops opened, demand did fall. I think it especially fell for me because I moved in with my housemates from uni, which meant I could dedicate less time to Depop, which I admitted to myself was fine. I do think that wasn't the only reason. Recently, Depop have updated their search feed algorithm to try and make it less spammy. For some reason, it has not worked in my favour, which I don't get. I don't spam. I don't do hashtag at all. I don't put spam tags at the bottom. But suddenly, my sales just plummeted. You know, normally I was, you know, see my videos, I'm like top 250, top 200. Sometimes top 100, and my weekly ranking was just going worse and worse and worse, to the point where last week I was actually over 1,000th in the world, which is relatively very low for me, very high for me. And this week somewhat improved, I'm on 800, but it's still slow. However, having said that, this morning I woke up to 5 sales on my Depop, which is the most I've ever woken up to, which is lovely. So hopefully that's a good sign. I also had 2 people messaging me with offers, which hopefully will come through. And I've also sold something on eBay just now as well. So very good start to the morning. Hopefully that's a sign that things are about to improve. I do now have more time to dedicate to Depop now that I'm back here for the long run. So hopefully sales will boost up. Anywho, let's get into it. So, first things first, this is the thing I just sold on eBay this morning. Probably best item, actually not true, but they are incredible. They are these Nike TNs, stunning colorway, like fire, bolt, got orange and volt green, absolutely insane. If these were my size, I would have kept them. They're UK 6, which is quite small. You know, it's not really a men's size. It's like a teenager size or a woman's size. Shoes are not worth the maximum they could be. I got 65 for them. I had them up for 80 for a while. I did get quite a few messages, but no one ever came through. Someone sent me an offer on eBay for 65, which I accepted. I've had them a month and a half. I got my first car boot of the year for £8, I believe, £8 or £10, which is such a good deal. So that's, you know, times 8 my money or something like that. I don't know, maths. You notice I'm wearing a cap inside. I have not had a trim since barbers reopened. My hair is an absolute nightmare right now. We're gonna get cut this week. Anyway, yeah, so 65 quid for those. Very happy. I'll ship him. Cool. Next up, double whammy. This is one of the things that I woke up to, sales I woke up to. Oh shit, I got it in mind. We're back. Two really basic Adidas tracksuit bottoms. These ones I think I got in the sort of tracksuit bundle I got ages ago, like lockdown, like March, April. Where I got them for like $4.50 a piece. I think these ones sold for 15 and these ones sold for 20. This is a pair I recently got a car boot. Nothing special, just sort of your classic sports tracksuit bottoms. One of them sold for 15, one of them sold for 20, so 35 together. If I paid a car boot, I think I paid £1 or £2 for them, so easy money. Yeah, I don't really like having these in my store. They do sell, they're good sellers, but they're just not exciting. And I quite like my shop to be full of just really cool stuff. But if I want to make money, I do have to, you know, get the essentials, the stock fillers in. Next up, another pair of tracksuits. I got these from my rack house guy. Back when I did a handpick with him during lockdown. These are just a nice pair of 90s LS tracksuits, kids size, but they are still really cool. Got the tape sleeves down the side, and a really nice baby blue turquoise. Baby blue is colour of the year right now. You obviously see the Nike sweatshirts going for 200 plus, but it's like the baby blue ones that are worth the most. Just anything in baby blue is just selling really well right now. So make sure to put that in like your descriptions. Yeah, so these are gone for 20. I think I paid $5 on them from him, maybe $7.50. So money there. It's good. Next one. This one is actually a really good one. I got this from my France guy. He's back. If you don't know, I had a contact. I have a contact. It's kind of an old contact now because all his stock's gone. But he used to sell in France. Like years ago, he'd go to flea markets and things for his stock, and then he moved to England. The vintage market wasn't what he wanted it to be. It wasn't as good as France, so he sort of gave it up. He's now got a job at a startup, and I somehow managed to find out about him through eBay. He became a contact. I then went over to his house, his storage unit, and bought everything off him pretty much for a very good deal. And yeah, this one I think he mistook for a shirt, so I got it really cheap. It's actually like almost like a denim jacket. It's a Marlborough jacket. So I paid $7.50 for this because he thought it was a shirt, which is cheeky. But yeah, it is a jacket, or at least an overshirt. It's a Marlborough Classics, 90s, so really good quality brand. If you get Marlborough, do pop onto them. It's not the same as the racing, I don't think. I never understood that. You've got Marlborough Classics like this who do sort of like worker gear stuff, denim stuff, and then you've obviously got like Marlborough, the cigarette brand who do like loads of racing merch. Like 90% sure they aren't the same brand, but they're spelt the same. So I don't know. If anyone does have info on that, do let me know, because that has always confused me, because they're such different types of. They're both like vintage design, vintage stuff, but they make such different types of things. So yeah, if you have any info on that, do let me know. I'll be interested to know. Next one. This one is from Charity Shops last week. It's a nice one. Ralph Lauren long sleeve. I always tell myself I'm going to stop buying polos because they bore me. But this one was really nice. Big, large, coloured pony on a white. White polos will always sell easily just because of essentials. Big coloured logo is always going to do well as well. Long sleeve is always going to do well as well. So if I'm going to polo, this ticks all three of my boxes. Long sleeve, white, big detailing. So this one actually, I only listed it last night, and it's already sold this morning for £20. So obviously £20 for a polo is really good. Normally, like your plain short sleeve ones are going for like 13 all in. So 20 is good to get. Another thing to notice since I last did one of these videos, Depop insists that you get more sales if you do free shipping, just because people are more likely to convert. You know, they'll put something in their basket, and then they'll see in the basket plus whatever shipping, and they'll be like, ah, okay, maybe not, and they'll delete it and move away. Whereas if it's that and then it's free shipping underneath, they feel great about that, they're more likely to go on and buy it, which makes logical sense. There's things that, you know, it's difficult because normally if you do free shipping, it's because you're putting shipping in the price instead of in the shipping section, which means your price is higher. But then that means when people use the like price filter option on Depop, your item isn't going to show on that price filter. So they're insisting it works, so I am trying it out. I don't know if I've really seen a difference. It also means I really like the feature of buy 2 things, get free shipping, which they would do automatically for you, and I've lost that. So it's an interesting one. Because my sales have been so low anyway, it hasn't really changed that. I think maybe I'm getting an extra sale a day because of it. What's really annoying is that people don't notice it. Excuse me. Because on iPhone it doesn't show shipping beneath the price. People aren't reading my description where it says free shipping, or like putting in the basket where it says free shipping. So they'll still message me being like, how much is shipping? Or like trying to lowball me, and I'll say, I'm not taking offers, but it is already free shipping. They won't notice that. That's really annoying. So I think Depop really needs to put on iPhone shipping underneath the price like they do on Android. I don't know why that's different, if it's just an interface problem. I don't know, but it's just such a useful feature, I think, for people. And if people are using free shipping, that would make such a difference to the listing if people could see underneath the price that's free shipping. It would just automatically boost their confidence. Anyway, I can't be bothered to undo it because it took me literally a whole day, like a good 8 hours of me just sat on a laptop manually editing each item to be free shipping and like changing the description, and I'm not going through that again with each of my items because my god. Anyway, back to the main conversation. This is a Kappa sweatshirt, very basic, essential piece, classic grey. Got this for £2 at a car boot, first one of the year, about a month and a half ago, and it sold for 20, including shipping. So easy money. Nice little stock filler. Next one, this is a nice one. Polo Ralph Lauren sweatshirt in a navy, size small. Essential piece, this one. I got this for £3 at a car boot, and it sold for 30 this morning. So, you know, times 10. This one I got in a eBay bundle where I spoke about this before. I got loads of, like 60 items for £2 a piece, and it was absolutely nuts. There was stuff in there worth like 50 quid on its own. Don't know, I think it was just some mum selling the kids' stock or something, because it was such Depop stock. It couldn't just be in someone's clothes because the sizes were so different as well. I don't understand it, but I somehow got it dirt cheap. This was in it, Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve tee. Sat quite a while actually, thought to sell quicker. It's a really nice sort of ringer style, 90s design with the flag logo that's a bit iconic. It is a kid's size, I guess. It's a kid's large, which maybe is through it, but it's sold for £20 after a few months. So that's alright. This one is also a car boot purchase, £2, Polo Ralph Lauren, just basic grey t-shirt. I think it's single stitch, so it's a 90s one. If you ever see tags like this where it's not like sewn at the sides, it's like sewn at the top and it has that sort of long one underneath it. Normally a sign, it's on a single stitch, from my experience. So 90s style. Anyway, yeah, so that's gone for 15 from £2, which is fine. This one I got at a charity shop a few months ago, probably around Christmas time. It's this Timberland windbreaker, very nice colour, slightly dirty, that's fine. Weird, but so in the charity shop they had 2 of these available. One was a bit dirty and beat up, which is this one, and then one was a lot cleaner. This one they had up for £3.50, and the other one they were selling for £35. I was like, who has put those two together and made those prices? Bizarre. It's probably the case where they had two different people pricing things. So one person priced this one person priced the other. And it just shows the disparity of charity shops with someone who just wants a charity shop to sell their clothes and others that want to milk people. Because 35 in a charity shop is too much. Like, you haven't got the market really for that. But anyway, I'm babbling. Sold this yesterday for £20. Took an offer. Had it out for 30. I've had it out for a few months. I also hadn't pictured it. The colour didn't show very well. So I was like, I may as well just get it gone. I got it cheap, £3.50. So that's fine. It's nice. Would have liked to give it more, but I'll take £20. Next one, this is a charity shop one. This is really cool. My first sale from this brand is Billabong. It's this like Hawaiian floral print, which is really cool. Never realised Billabong could be worth something, especially vintage Billabong. I'm getting into surf brands now. Well, yeah, I'm learning more about surf brands now. I've always just ignored them for some reason and just thought they were like high street modern rubbish, forgetting they could be vintage. So things like O'Neill, Billabong, Quicksilver, etc. Yeah, all like really cool surfing brands that I just never got before, and I'm going to. And they also do really well because they're not the kind of brands that wholesalers will sell to you, which, you know, seeing as like probably 50% of Depop sellers are buying against stuff from wholesalers. It's quite a like sort of much smaller seller market for that kind of branding. You know, it's not sportswear, so it's much more likely to sell well, I think, ever more, because there's just much less competition. This is a shirt from a France guy. This is really disgusting, I hate it. It's a brown Lacoste. I sold this at £12 all in, so I bought it yesterday. I don't really... Lacoste makes some nice things, but I'm just not a particularly big fan of the brand. I like colour, but someone's bought it. I'll take it. I got it from France guy, so I paid £7.50. So really, after fees and shipping, I'm breaking even on that, but that's fine because I'm making much money. My money really on other things. This is from him as well, actually. Long sleeve Tommy Hilfiger polo. Yeah, you'll notice some of these actually, I guess, in the photos are modelled, because I finally moved in and I've got this big background behind me to start modelling things. I got my friend over to do some modelling, and that I found it really interesting. This was the first thing I sold with a female model. I sold within a day, and it sold for £20, which is definitely a markup I was trying to get, because I normally if I put this flat laid or hung up, I would say like it's long sleeve, I'd push my luck at 15 and expect to end up being like 12, because Tommy Hilfiger polos don't actually do that well. Like, yeah. And it sold 20 really quickly, so I'm hoping. And you'll notice the Polo Ralph Lauren one, same style, same situation, model on a girl. Long sleeve polos are selling well. They both sold. Actually, this one sold to a guy, but models has proven there that they've both sold within a day at a higher price with long sleeve polos. So that is very interesting for me to know, and I will make sure to do that in the future, pretty much. This one is a recent charity shop find. I think I got this for £3 in a charity shop. Very basic Diodora t-shirt. Literally just has an embroidered spell out there. That is it. Size small, black. And that went for £15 within a day, modelled on myself. Yeah, t-shirts. I gave myself all the t-shirts, and I'll do some other things. I'll probably end up doing shorts and trousers myself. But I got my friend to come in and do all my shirts. So I've got her to like tie up quite sort of, you know, like girls might tie up a shirt. I gave all my sweatshirts because I think girls like an oversized sweatshirt more, and I think guys will still look at the sweatshirt by themselves. And I gave her all my polo shirts. So yeah, we'll see how they do. the t-shirts modelled on myself have already started selling really well as well. I've sold 3 out of I think the 10 that I modelled within a week, which is lovely stuff. So yeah, modelling seems to be the way forward for me, and I'm excited. And also means I'm going to start selling on ASOS Marketplace. So anyway, last sale of the weekend. This one, you've actually seen me sell this before, but it got returned to me very sadly because it didn't fit, and I felt bad that it didn't fit when they paid £120 for it. So it's this Winnie the Pooh Eeyore denim jacket. Again, people see me selling these before. I probably shouldn't have told people I'm selling these because I feel like the market's just I've got competition, because I know someone has bought a load of these, if you're watching, because they see me buying and selling them. So yeah, I don't mind, it's business, I make business elsewhere. I like people learning from me. Yeah, so that sold for £120, and I got this for like 13, 15 from wholesaler. So I love denim jackets. I'll be ordering more soon, I'm sure, now I'm settled in. Yeah, so £120, and that's that. And that's the last one. So that is everything I sold this week, and now I'll quickly get into what I bought this weekend. I feel like this video is going to be half an hour long, but well, all my videos are. Yeah, so 2 boot sales this weekend, one Saturday, one Sunday. It was quite rainy, so the first car boot was actually very small. I ended up getting a lot of stock filler that I'm not very happy about. I did actually try a few things out. I'm trying to expand to beyond more than just vintage. I'll definitely be just focusing on vintage, but you know, if I see something that looks cool or like might be worth something, I'm just going to try it out, make money, stick it on eBay instead. So I bought 2 cameras. I haven't actually got them here. I bought 2 cameras, an Olympus and a Sony. They're quite old. They're not very good models, I don't think. I don't know much about cameras, but I'll make money on them. Probably make 25 a piece. Got them both for a £5. And then I actually bought a pair of roller skates, which just looked like really good quality roller skates that I got for a £5. That'll hopefully turn into like 50 quid. Again, I don't have them here. They're actually in my car. I've got them out. But yeah, so that was that. But because it was so small, I was like, I've only found 15 pieces. I'll just spend a bit more money and find some cool stuff. And then yesterday was slightly busier on my usual car boot. Slightly nicer weather, and I found a bit more. But yeah, I found enough good stock here. These are just the highlights. There's a lot more, again, stock filler stuff. I won't bother showing you. Anyway, this one is a really nice polo shirt. I love the colours on it. This is the kind of polo shirts I want to be picking up if I'm picking up polo shirts. I don't just want your plain navy short sleeves. It is short sleeve, but just the colours on it are popping. It's got that nice stripe. It's got the big logo, and it's got one on the back. So actually, I think I'm going to try and list this for £25. I got it for 2, so very happy with that one. This one, right at the end of the day, I did actually think I was doing very well yesterday, and suddenly, the last 5 minutes, I found some good stuff. I found one guy selling everything for £1, which is really good. He was just selling off his old wardrobe. He was quite a trendy guy. He had like a cord shirt on, a vintage cap. So I bought 7 things of him. A couple of these bits, most of it was like some nice pattern t-shirts. I won't bother showing you, but this was, I think, my favourite from it. It was this Gap denim jacket with a nice sort of corduroy collar and a really nice checkered lining. What's also interesting about Gap right now is you might have seen Kanye is going to do a Yeezy collab with them, because he worked at Gap as a teenager, so he was like, going to collab with you, which is fair. So the market of Gap, untested, that's a complete theory, I don't even know if that's true, but hopefully the market of Gap is actually going to increase. And the Gap market is actually doing well anyway. People like Gap. It's like a vintage sort of retro. I used to wear my most dressed in Gap all the time as a kid. In Gay and Proud, brother. Before, yeah. Anyway, this was another one I got from him, I believe. Really nice sort of cool vintage surfing t-shirt. There's no tag on it really, but that tag does look like it's at least early noughties. as in it hasn't got a brand, but it's just the tags. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Bali surfing print. I'll probably get 15 on that, including shipping. That's £1. This one, different woman. This is another vintage, really cool vintage print t-shirt. I love that. I don't really know what's got on it. It was like a lighthouse and yeah, just a classic beach print. Single stitch, if you can see. So yeah, that's a really cool one. I'll probably again get 15 quid on that. Model it nicely for everyone. This is another one from him, the £1 guy. It's a Gabici polo. Gabici polo is really cool. I know Jack Dainty loves his Gabici. They're very just sort of like funky 70s style polo shirts. They're not from the 70s obviously, but yeah. I haven't sold much Gabici. I think I sold one months and months ago. I don't remember what for. I've got one other Gabici polo in my store right now. It's probably like a £15 polo. It's nothing too crazy. They are just quite cool. They're not that sought after, sadly. This one, find of the day yesterday, I think. I was literally seconds away from walking away, just walking out the car boot. I was like, I'm done, my legs hurt. Been here like an hour and a half. And then I just do one more row for one last time. I don't know how I missed this. I think I actually skipped this row because everyone was setting up or something right at the beginning. But I've got this YSL jumper, which is just quality. I've never found one of these kind of jumpers before. The sort of like knitted ones. These go for a lot of money. You know, I found a crew neck once, but it wasn't like a spell out. It was just a nice simple one that I got for 45. Probably sold that for more. I think that's all I've ever found from YSL. So yeah, as in sweatshirts. I actually just bought one on Depop that I, not for myself, as in I bought it really cheap because someone was just trying to get rid of it. So I'm having to flip that, but I just paid 60 on it, which is a lot. But I could get 200. Anyway, I babble. This I got for £5. It's got a couple little stains, so I need to give it a wash. But hopefully I can turn this into 60, 70 quid really nicely. So yeah, very nice find there. Next, where is this? Oh yeah, I made a contact there, a guy that actually runs his own rag house. So rag house guy number 2. I don't know if this is his best quality stock or he sells elsewhere and just brings his sort of like more tatty stuff to the boot sale. But he always brings stuff to boot sale. I've got his number. He said he's running an event in a few weeks that I'm going to probably pop to and just see if his stock is better at his rag house rather than what he brings to the car boot. So yeah, I've made a contact, which I'm really happy about. But he has, I think the best thing he's got is vintage t-shirts. I got a really nice South Park 90s one from him last week. This one is nothing special. I don't know why I'm showing you this one. It's just an Arsenal t-shirt. It has the centre swoosh, which I think is why I bothered. Arsenal had a pretty boring season this year. I mean, they were in the FA Cup final, to be fair, actually, so that might be quite good to sell before the FA Cup final comes out. Happens. But yeah, just the early noughties, nice sort of Invincibles era t-shirt. This one I got from him as well. It's just a nice mid-noughties England rugby shirt. England rugby shirts do really well, like 25, 30 quid during some kind of tournament, Six Nations or World Cup. That always does well. I don't know what's happened to Six Nations actually, because that got cut off during COVID, like 2 games left. I don't know if that's going to pick up or not. Maybe. If anyone goes again, let me know in the comments, because I should be interested to know that. I can't bother to research it. This one was from him as well. This one's probably my favourite t-shirt, I think. It's this 90s Fruit of the Loom tag, Michigan sort of university print. So yeah, very classic 90s print. That'll probably go for £15 to £20. I think I paid £2.50 per t-shirt. I got like 10 items for 30. No, so 3 quid per t-shirt. This one's from him as well. Just sort of mid-noughties Nike t-shirt as well. Sort of athletics top. Nothing special. This one was probably my favourite find from Saturday's car boot. It's this Ralph Lauren regatta bag. I'm actually getting a really nice bag collection now. I've started collecting bags and selling them. So I might do a big bag drop soon, or a big sort of, yeah, anyway. This is a really nice one. This is like the regatta sailing collection they did back in the 90s, I think. It's a really nice tag. Look at that, all the sort of nautical flags. Taping down the sides. Paid a little bit for it, paid 15 quid. But I have not found a single bag like this online on Depop or eBay or anything. So one of a kind. I could probably name my price at a reasonable price for it. I would say probably about £50 would be fair, maybe a bit more. It's not, you know, it's a small bag, but the style's so cool and it is a one of a kind. So yeah, that was really nice. This one came yesterday. Really sad that it's a kid's size, but it's a Chelsea Autoglass, early noughties, if not late 90s. Top. It's got that old logo. It's got Autoglass, which I think is my favourite era of Chelsea shirts, by Umbro. Sort of really detailing on the back. Shame it's a kid's youth. It's a kid's size, but that'll probably fit an extra small or a girl. So it'll still sell quite nicely, probably about £30. I got that for £3, I believe. Couple of bits here I actually got on Depop. Yeah, recently during lockdown, everyone was getting into sort of buying things on Depop that people were just underpricing. I enjoyed it. It meant that I was getting like regularly stock that was good quality and I could sort of double my money on minimum, but it would just be like really nice stock to have in the shop. So I got this pink Fred Perry sweatshirt for £20 maybe, which is a good price for Fred Perry. I can probably turn this into 60. Get my friend to model it, so that's nice. Also got this vintage 90s Coca-Cola sweatshirt, like star print on the sides, really cool. The 90s Coca-Cola like rugby shirts go for loads, like £50–60. This is kind of similar vibes on the sweatshirt. I'll probably try and put this up for like 40–50. I got 2 sweatshirts for £30. So hopefully I'll make my money back on that loan. And then I've also got this, which is a really, really nice Charlotte Hornets jumper. It does have a burn hole there. But yeah, I got that with the Coca-Cola one for 30 quid. So that alone I'll probably try and get 35–44. So good money there. A few of the other better bits from yesterday's car boot. I got 3 items of clothing from Ralph Lauren, the Wimbledon label, which is really cool. These, I don't think they're that nice, but other people do. Yeah, Wimbledon label is kind of like worth 1.5 or double what Polo Ralph Lauren normally is, because it's just really classy and collectible. So this is a 2010 Polo, and then navy and green trim. Got it for £3. Can probably get 20 for that. I might end up sitting on these until next year's Wimbledon when it comes around, because obviously this year's didn't happen and it would already have been gone anyway. The other 2 bits I got were these. It's actually a set, which is really good. I could probably sell them together. I do really enjoy the trim on these. That purple and forest green with the navy. Yeah, so I got joggers, Ralph Lauren joggers there. I could probably get 30 for those by themselves. I'll probably try and get 80 for the set though. So I got the jumper to go with it, and there you can see it's got the Wimbledon 2011 badge. So yeah, I paid £25 for 4 things, for £28 for 5 things from this woman. 3 of them were these, so I guess I paid probably about £18 probably for the lot. 18, which I'll probably turn into about 100, which is really nice. This one came from the rag house guy I was talking about. This one's so cool. It's Quicksilver, but the print on the front is just awesome. I love the colours on it. That should probably sell for £20 all in. Yeah, last few bits. This one, oh, it's just another England polo. This one's actually a kid's, so I don't know what I'm showing you. I think it's the same year as the other one. That's sort of the peak of England rugby, I guess, back in like Johnny Wilkinson era. Then I've got this suede Timberland weather gear, like bomber jacket. I picked this up for a tenner. It is a little bit beat actually, which I didn't notice when I got it, but it's alright. I could probably tell this is about 30–40 pounds. It's sort of suede Timberland jacket, really nice stuff. Last couple pieces. What have we got? Yeah, this is baby blue again, like I was talking about. It's baby blue Tommy quarter zip. It's like a shawl. It's got a sort of cable knit, like a shawl. It is a double XL, so it is really heavy, like really heavy. It's got tissue on the side, so I'm not really sure how this will sell. I think the colour, the cable knit, the brand will make it sell probably around 40. It's XXL, which actually doesn't do as badly as a lot of people claim it does, because people like oversized fits, and sometimes large people just have to buy online because they can't find stuff in store. So these sizes don't go badly. Yeah, I paid £12 on this, which is quite a lot relatively for car boots, but I'm not too sad about it. I think that'll do quite nicely. Last piece of clothing. I got this from the same guy as the Tommy. It's just Umbro hoodie. It's not actually that crazy, it's just a nice spell out. I quite like the lime green accents. Yeah, I got that for £3. Yeah, last two things. One, I got these Hunter wellies. I've never sold Hunter before. I've always known that they're like the brand to get for welly boots. So I don't know what they're worth, but it must be a lot. They also come with these like sock liners, which is pretty cool. I paid a £5 on these. I'll need to give them a little sprucing because they're covered in mud and dirt, but that'll be easy to do. Yeah, I'm hoping it's done maybe like 40–50 quid, we'll see. Obviously festival season doesn't exist this year, which is a shame. They would have gone really well during festival season. But I think a lot of people are going to start going camping, just because that's like a nice way to go on holiday during summer moment, without the fear of spreading COVID, just because it's outside, you know, and you can distance quite easily. So there is a chance that these will sell during that, I think. I mean, you might see this Depop, I might just stick them on eBay and keep them just on there, but we'll see. Yeah. Lastly, this one, I'm going to keep this. I think this is pretty sick. I got this in a charity shop this week, and it is a 2005 shootout card collector. I love our Premier League stuff. This is about the era I started following football, 2005. It was the year West Ham got to the, I'm a West Ham fan, if you didn't know, got to the FA Cup final. It was actually the season afterwards, but it was because that season, like the FA Cup final, that got me like really into starting to follow it. So yeah, it's a really nice piece of nostalgia for me. It's pretty much complete as far as I can tell, which is awesome. And yeah, it's just got all like the classics. If I ever find something like this again, I'll pick it up and I'll probably end up like putting the cards into my sales. Just something I'll start doing. I think is putting like goodie bags in people's sales, like Haribo treats or something, because I think that just does really well for customer service. But yeah, that is everything. So 40-minute video, classic me. I babble on, but I hope you enjoyed the video at least. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Give me a comment if you like any stuff or want to ask any questions or just boost me on the algorithms. that'd be great. If not, follow me on Depop at John Leach. Follow me on Instagram, Thrift Shop Hauls UK. And that's everything. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.